is comms. Communications are almost always an issue in convoy. Somebody stand up that can tell me who works the radio in the vehicle, who works the long-range radio. Sergeant Yogi.
Thank you for Sergeant. I have the gunner or the driver.
Throw yourself on yelling.
Thank you for Sergeant. The gunner or the driver handles the radio.
Wrong. Somebody else stand up. Driver Bollinger.
Thank you, First Sergeant. It doesn't fucking matter who's running it as long as someone is.
There you go. Most important thing is making sure someone is up on 5-0 and doing the speaking for the vehicle. Long-range radio in the truck, either the driver or the gunner sets it to 5-0 and puts it on speakers. They do not have to be the person talking on the radio. Preferably it's the driver, but they're not always capable of doing that. As long as someone in that Vic is up on 5-0 and relaying pertinent information from that vehicle, that is what matters. Secondly, when you first get onto net with that vehicle, I don't care if you're the driver, the gunner, the fucking squad lead, team lead, whoever the fuck is making the radio calls for that vehicle, you do not check in on a goddamn radio net. You do a radio check for your vehicle. Alright, instead of your normal calling station, you use your vehicle number. Very simple. You're the third vehicle in the convoy, you're Vic 3. Alright, so any station this net, Vic 3, radio check, frequency 50, over. Boom. You're good to go. That is not the same as the convoy commander telling all vehicles to check in when they're ready to roll. That is a fucking check-in. The first time speaking on the radio frequency, it's not a fucking check-in, it's a radio check, do it properly. Does everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sergeant.
Alright. Who can tell me who decides when the vehicle pulls into this formation, which is a herringbone? Who decides when we go into a herringbone? Somebody stand up. Corporal Hardman.
Convoy Commander, First Sergeant.
And there's more to that. Sergeant Smith.
The front Vic as well, Sergeant. First
There
Sergeant.
you go. Lead Vic and Convoy Commander are the only ones that decide if we go into a herringbone. Alright, Convoy Commander will tell you to go into a herringbone. Alternatively, if the lead Vic deems that they are under too heavy a fire and they cannot push through, then they can call for a herringbone. However, make goddamn sure you're not calling for that herringbone in the middle of Death fucking Valley. Alright, we do not stop in an ambush zone. We push through the contact. But if that lead vehicle is under such heavy fire and that vehicle gets disabled, then we're gonna have to herringbone. We're not leaving that vehicle in the kill zone on their own. Just not gonna happen. Now when we herringbone, what is the first fucking thing we do when we stop these vehicles? Somebody stand up. Specialist Lee.
Thank you, First Sergeant. We first soft dismount.
There you go. Soft dismount. As soon as that vehicle stops, get the fuck out of the truck. If you are not in the driver's seat or the gunner's turret, get out. Alright, these things are big ass bullet magnets. Once you get out of the truck, look for the closest piece of cover you can find. Try your best to not use the vehicle for cover. If there's no cover immediately available, then use the vehicle if you have to. What is the one thing you do not do when you dismount that truck? Somebody stand up. Who's in the back there? Sergeant Stevens.
Thank you, First Sergeant. Do not cross the fucking road, Sergeant. First Sergeant.
Exactly. Do not be the chicken. Do not cross the fucking road. Alright, if we roll up on a roadblock and there's a piece of armor out in front of the convoy and we dismount, there's a very good chance there's about to be a fucking Mars rocket flying right down the center of that convoy. You do not want to catch a Mars rocket to the face. I promise you, it will not exfoliate your skin. Alternatively, if there is a lot of infantry down there, 240s are going to be set up on the rails. Who can tell me what the rails are? Somebody stand up. What's the rails? Sergeant Smith.
The edge of the road.
Like around here.
Edge of the road, exactly, where you see Sergeant Smith. All right. So if we say the 240s are setting up on the rails, they're setting up right on the edge of the road. Do not approach the edge of the road. Our 240 gunners are very goddamn good, but if their rounds have already left their barrel, they can't call them back. Now, when we initially leave in a convoy, the convoy commander, which is almost always going to be the task force commander, is the only person that gives the order for that convoy to roll. When we give that order to roll, generally we're going to give you a speed limit to travel at. So we'll tell you something along the lines of set speed limiter to 50 kph. Who can tell me how you set the speed limiter in one of these trucks? Specialist Van Harlen.
Thank you for Sergeant. You press delete when you reach the speed.
There you go. Alright, so you get the vehicle up to your desired speed, press delete, and you continue holding the whiskey key. Alright, it is not a cruise control. It is simply a speed limiter that stops you from going any faster. It does not maintain that speed for you. So if I tell you guys we're Oscar Mike at 50 kph, lead Vic's going to radio, lead Vic is rolling, whatever. They're going to get it up to 50 kph. That driver's going to hit delete and just hold his finger down on the whiskey key. If I then come across the radio later on and say reduce speed to 30 kph, he's then going to slow it down to 30, turn the speed limiter back on at 30 until I tell him to increase speed. That's another important thing to note. When we make speed changes, lead Vic and the last Vic need to confirm when they make those changes and do it make that confirmation before you actually do that speed change. So if I tell you over the convoy net to slow to 30 kph, don't just immediately slow down, because you're going to end up having the trucks behind you run into you. Alright? Start slowing down after you radio up lead Vic slowing to 30 kph, and then you slow down to 30 and hit your speed limiter. That way we don't get as bad of a concertina effect all the way down the convoy. Corporal Patty, question.
Thank you, First Sergeant. Just to clarify, if you let go of the W key, does the speed limiter reset?
Negative. You have to hit the brakes. Just tap them.
Roger that. Thank you, First Sergeant.
Alright, so as I was saying, lead Vic, last Vic, you guys need to make sure you call when you make those speed changes. Same as when we go into a town. Alright, if we don't dismount and walk the vehicles in, if we just roll through the town, lead Vic, you're going to call that you're slowing down, entering the town. You'll enter the town. Once you get out of the town, you do not immediately speed back up to whatever our speed was. You maintain that same 30 kph or whatever we're doing through the town until the last vehicle calls that they're clear of the town. Once the last Vic calls that they're clear, then we go back up to open road speed. All right, everybody clear on that? All right. Who can tell me who drives the vehicle? Sergeant Loster.
Thank you, First Sergeant. The most capable driver in the squad.
Exactly. All right. It is generally taught that the rifleman is the driver. However, just like with formations or anything else, whoever's best suited to do that job, then they do that fucking job. If you've got a rifleman who can't drive a fucking shopping cart, I do not want him in charge of a 5-ton truck that has a machine gun on top of it. Put him in the fucking back so he can play with his finger paints. If you've got a gunner who's generally supposed to be the Grenadier, but the Grenadier couldn't hit the fucking broadside of a barn with his weapon, don't put him in the gun. Put somebody else up there. Alright, is everybody clear on that?
Yes,
First Sergeant.
Yes, First Sergeant.
Outstanding. Now, who can tell me which sector the lead vehicle's gunner covers? Specialist J.E, you stood up. Don't fucking go back down. There you go. Send it.
Hey, First Sergeant, the front of the convoy.
The front what?
The front 90 degrees of First Sergeant.
90 degrees is a very difficult angle to cover at the front. Sergeant Smith.
12 o'clock, First Sergeant.
Close. Front 180 degrees. Alright? Lead vehicle and the last vehicle have the biggest responsibility. They cover full 180 degrees to the front and to the rear. At no point in time should that lead vehicle's gun ever move past either his 3 o'clock or his 9 o'clock. Same goes for the last Vic. Last Vic is always covering the 6, and his gun does not rotate beyond that 3 o'clock or that 9 o'clock when we're rolling. That does not translate to when we're engaging. Okay? If we get into a firefight, it's just like working essentially with infantry that are 15 feet tall and weigh 5 tons. Okay? Those trucks create a fucking engagement line, just like we do with the infantry. Okay, so we pull the trucks up on line with each other behind the infantry, and then they start engaging outward. You do not keep your vehicles in a straight file when we're in an engagement. You need to pull those trucks up, get them on an engagement line, and get them engaging. All right, they're a huge force multiplier. The reason we use these things is because they're a huge force multiplier, not just because they shuttle your fucking dumbasses around town. We use them because of the big-ass guns that are on top of them. So do not be afraid to pull your vehicles up from the rear of the convoy and use those guns. Now, obviously, someone still needs to be on rear security. However, use some common sense. What's better at providing rear security? 2 or 3 guys with M4s or a 50 caliber? Well, a 50 caliber heavy machine gun is pretty wasted just staring at the back of the convoy, and those couple of guys with M4s may drop somebody that's 400 meters out. That 50 cal can reach over 1,000 meters. Pull your gun trucks up. Use the turrets. Put the infantry on rear security. If they see something pop up, that gunner can spin his turret around and start engaging if need be. But he is better suited engaging at the front of the engagement line. Alright, everybody clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sergeant.
Alright. Now, the last thing we're going to go over here. When we are approaching a known hostile area, as we talked about, we'll herringbone the trucks, we'll dismount them. Once we dismount and start moving forward, where should the trucks be in relation to the infantry? Somebody stand up and tell me. Start in line.
Behind the infantry, First Sergeant.
Exactly. Those trucks always need to be back behind the infantry. You guys push out in front of the trucks to act as a sensor for that vehicle. I want minimum 50 meters between the infantry and the trucks behind them. Right? Preferably, have the trucks back behind a little bit of defilade that the gunner can see up over and fire. That's not always achievable, so at best, push the infantry 50 meters or so out there in front of the gun truck so they can try to deal with any threats that may engage the truck. Right? They're always going to try and take out the trucks before they try and take out the infantry. It's a bigger target, it's a bigger threat, especially when it comes to any type of armor. They're going to go for the gun trucks. They're not going to go for us first. But if you guys are out there in front of the trucks 50 meters or so, you guys with the AT4s, weapons guys, even you guys with the laws, you can take that threat out before it has a chance to fire at the gun trucks. Alright, anybody have any questions on that? Alright, anybody have any questions on anything we have covered thus far?
Negative.
Outstanding. Captain, did you have anything you would like to add? Negative. Alright. Go ahead and move yourselves over by that fucking wall to yourself for now. Lead elements on me.
Not you, Shove. Dodge the ball all over again.
That's McCoy Opcom's 2 mics.
I have to go swap my helmet. I'll be back in a second.
What?
Try to light it up there.
Tape.
Next time, maybe.
Just chill for now.
Can you hear me?
Not that cool, Aaron.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You're pretty cool though.
No, I'm not. Not by a long shot.
What are these trucks anyway?
Whatever it was, Alfred deserved it.
If you want to come with you, Chief.
Alfred.
Prater.
I don't know what you're doing.
What? You what?
Someone undo whatever the fuck they just did. Now is not the time to be fucking around.
What are you doing?
Wasn't me.
Whoever just cuffed me needs to. Now is not the time.
It might be a bug.
If I can fucking hear you all the way over there, you're not doing it right. Put your fucking ass on whisper.
Put your fucking ass on whisper.
How did I get cuffed?
I just see two guys to stay out of the fight instead of getting into
I still got my 2 cuffs.
Got mine.
Same.
That was weird.
Same.
Same.
Behind the wall.
Yeah, possibly something inside a wall. That'd be kind of funny.
Okay then. Well, seeing as I'm no longer male or
Oh,
female,
okay.
I am now a trader, I would prefer my pronouns to be Z and Zim.
Yeah.
Put your police everybody back to the shit.
Like a Olympic level fucking wall jump right there.
You can do things from the other side.
Yeah, it
Works for me.
Did you catch him?
No.
Well, actually,
He tapped me though.
racist bigot.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
I'm gonna report this.
Report this.
At the end of World War II,
You know what? Four eyes.
world was split
I'm
into
gonna sue you through the human rights court thingy.
English. It's hard. I know, but I don't.
Roger.
Stuart,
Yeah.
what was wrong with your helmet?
I didn't have the helmet cam.
What do you want?
Oh.
Oh, what? Hello.
I am on yelling.
Yeah,
Now you
no,
look.
I couldn't. It didn't work.
Move over there.
So what did we?
Alright, motherfuckers. Open up your
We
maps.
got a change of plans. Cop Alpha is not Cop Alpha, it's Cop Delta. So we're gonna be going to Cop Delta. Can everyone see the route marked on the map?
A firm LT.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Alright, pretty simple. We already went through the briefing. So 3-1, get your guys all loaded in the first Vic.
Roger, Lieutenant. Alright, 3-1 on me.
We missing some fucking people?
I don't think so. Three, 2, get in the second Vic.
Get in second.
Who's actually driving?
Are we
Yeah,
driving?
we shall do. What do you
want?
want?
Oh, it can be us because then there's only be one dismount man.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't think he's figured that out yet.
Is this a Mark 19?
Nope. 50.
I got the radio.
Alright, no, we're not
Flexible.
finding out.
Alright,
yeah, Bravo's grabbing it.
Fuck it.
We're gonna be full dismount.
Copy that.
Just switch the front.
Two copies.
Not yet.
Yes, you guys probably don't forget to load your magazines in.
Oh yeah, make sure you're all loaded.
It might help.
Yes.
I hope somebody's driving because
Sergeant
I can't get in the
Petro,
driver's seat.
where you at? Alright, you guys and I have both 2 Vicks. Alright, so just getting those 2 Vicks and split your guys up evenly. No, these are for Havoc 4.
Alpha is all loaded. Make the mortars take that autistic looking box truck.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
They can take the top off that thing and shoot mortars out of it.
Make sure, if you're in the back, make sure you're on cargo.
There's no cargo, I think you have to disable it. You have to disable it.
Okay, I'm disabled.
Yes, you are.
You shut the fuck up.
You walked right into that one.
You're disabled. Shut up, Blosser. You know, I could fucking beat your head off with that fucking.
Because you're retarded, get it?
right there.
Are we supposed to be in the vehicle or just like?
No, we're supposed to just be hanging out.
Well, who the
outside.
fuck is this vehicle that just pulled in front of us?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is he gonna? Is he gonna?
That's
Oh, it's a straight line.
Remember that whole thing about the most capable driver?
Process of elimination.
Why don't you get
People aren't that bright.
Okay, the platoon sergeant is okay.
What the
fuck is going on?
Yo, dude.
He is hurting my spirit as a truck driver.
Dude, I'm like all flavors of offended right now.
They probably grabbed the wrong bit.
We'll turn our motor off while we're waiting.
Yeah, save the environment.
Gas
Who's on
prices are
5 million?
astronomical.
Sergeant Loster.
Cool.
I got the radio. Don't worry about it.
Who's on the gun?
Hey,
Wait a minute, we're letting him work the radio?
guess what me and Lindsay got?
I'm
Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Papa Murphy's.
I'll leave that, or you can drive.
You order me a pizza?
No. I got Papa Murphy's. You know what?
A piece of
You know what my
shit then.
pizza
Don't
is?
talk to me.
I got a pan pizza.
You're fucking
extra
disabled.
Pepperoni and
Oh,
extra
did you make it in your oven in your bedroom?
What the fuck are these guys doing?
No, this one's in the real.
Oh, refrigerator, or microwave. What did you have?
I have a mini fridge in the game room, and then I have a.
But you said you had like a rotisserie thing in your oven.
No. It's like a. I don't know what you call it. It's not like a hot plate, but it's like.
Is it the roller grill?
It's not a skillet per se. It's like a. I don't know how to explain it.
Is that one of those hot dog rollers?
It's almost like a little oven, sort of.
Yeah.
Is it an easy bake? Yeah.
I said it
Easy bake oven. I don't know, but it's fucking. It's convenient. It's cool.
Take advantage of those hatches in the back, boys.
You can throw a hot
Conversation
pocket
loaded.
in that bitch.
I would, but the disabled guy is in the hatch seat.
You know, it's pretty great. All I'm saying is, when you're feeling extra lazy, you can just chuck something in there. Problem solved. But anyway, no, a pizza won't fit in there. But yeah, no, I got a badass pizza. Lindsay has a pepperoni, bacon.
They sure.
It's Vic 2. Radio
ham,
check. Frequency 50. How copy?
Pineapple, olive, and mushroom. Double stuffed pizza.
Convoy command, read Julian Charlie on frequency 50.
It's Vic 2. Copy your last out.
Oh, the gunner has a long range radio too?
Yeah.
The same radio, don't fuck with it.
Over.
It's on
If
speaker.
you
You
lost
guys
it,
can
can
all
you
hear
put
it.
your radio on speakers, please?
You turn up a little bit.
Sergeant Lost here.
Huh?
Are you doing radios?
Yes.
Okay, you might want to have the driver put his long-range radio on speakers because when the engine turns on, you won't hear it.
It's on speaker. It's just really quiet.
Alright, I turned it all the way up.
No. I understand about that. What I'm saying is that the driver should put his radio on speakers, and you keep your radio to your headphones if you're gonna communicate on the radio, because you won't hear it when the vehicle starts driving.
You can't do
Only
that.
The driver's gonna hear it. You can.
We
I've done
only
that
want
for
the driver to hear it.
last week. So wait, the driver is gonna communicate. I'm trying to figure out who's. Okay,
The
whatever.
driver. Jesus Christ, the driver's
So the
Hey,
driver-
Smith,
talking.
I'm driving. I can hear the radio. I'm good. I don't need 8 people behind me telling me what to do with my vehicle right now.
Yeah, Smith.
It takes a village.
Okay.
We're backseat driving.
Yeah.
I don't need 8 fucking retards.
Are we there yet?
Tell me what buttons to push.
Nah, man.
I'll hold the handset for you.
Yes.
Are we there yet?
Alright, I need one person to. I need a finger for each button on this fucking radio.
Okay.
Every one of you.
I'll give you a finger for your buttons.
Pretty cool. We get a TV back here though.
Sure, locked and loaded and
What is this? Hey,
plugs in.
what is this? Does the driver have some kind of like
He has
periscope
a camera. Yeah,
thing?
no, he has a camera.
Uber Electronics. Look at that.
No, we got one up front too.
Oh.
I have like a periscope.
We got
What?
a nice ventilation here.
You can use a camera to look
Wow.
at to drive the vehicle.
That's cool.
We got like
I'm not
a
gonna do
breaker
that, though.
behind my head. That's useful.
Yeah, the
With those buttons.
is pretty limited. It only pans like 5 degrees inside or something.
Pretty sure we got like a cooler underneath the shelf up here.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, look at that.
It's turned up all the way.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with it.
By the way, I might start drinking.
Hey, Pips.
In about 10 minutes.
Might start?
But yeah, Lindsay's gonna go grab ice out
That's
of the
awesome.
freezer. So yeah.
Can you pull up your radio, the long range, and see if you can turn the volume up on it? Because I did, and it's still pretty quiet.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, but I'm gonna keep quiet.
All right. Okay, Smith, what are you trying to tell me? Listen.
Oh no! His advice was too good for you.
I was saying, Sergeant Lobster, if you're gonna talk over radio, just put your radio on headphones and let the gunner put his radio on speakers. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, let's do that then. Thank you.
It looks like a really big waste of space, honestly. I mean,
You can hear them calling out anything since you're communicating over the radio.
You can just take out these chairs and just put them on.
You just okay.
Honestly, I don't think nothing on my radio. Why are we the first pick?
We're the first?
I don't know. Lead Vic just decided if I can go halfway down the road.
My radio is broken.
I can take over. If you'd like.
It's not gonna work for you. It's only see it for me.
There's a pilot. Hello, pilot.
Everybody wave at the
Dropping.
fly, boys.
Hello.
Hi.
Light for now. Way better.
Vic, one that should be good.
Yeah, he's broken.
Hey, Stuart. On the off chance I need to go off comms, I'm going to jump in the back seat and you have to slide over.
the off chance.
Last time I lost my game. I snout very Android.
I hope everybody's practiced their runaway truck drills.
The rolling Chinese fire drill.
It's all about rolling, right?
Yeah, because that guy spaces out all the time.
Free 2 guns.
gonna lie, I'm not like in the bestest moods for this right now.
Let me ask you. When you guys were kids, did you ever threaten your parents with, "Oh, I'm gonna get out of this car while it's moving"? No.
No,
Yes?
I
Anyone ever
don't think so.
tried? Okay, well, you were good kids, so.
Yeah, this floor is remarkably clean for as much sand as there is outside.
Is the route marked on the map still? 'Cause I don't see it
Hello,
marked on the
sir.
map
We
yet.
got a nice guy on the left there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the locals here.
Hey, it's Colin.
Yeah.
All
Nice
the
bucket
hustle and
before we
bustle.
left.
We can get
Oh, nice. You did a good job.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, they had a Linkin Park poster. What the hell?
I would kill for a kebab right now.
I know, right?
I'd kill for a window seat. I can't see shit from in here.
Just use your imagination.
Next turn is to the right. Click out.
I'm just gonna stare longingly at the Vic behind us through this tiny window.
Put your hand up.
Leave it, not gonna respond.
No, why would they do that?
Be a right turn coming up.
It's just weird. Did someone actually put lines on the road?
And it might be just you. I don't see shit.
You don't see the white.
Dismounted.
What?
Do we know why we're dismounting?
Civilian Vic fucking with us behind us.
That's mine. No.
I mean, we are on a road.
Well,
Vehicles
yes,
tend to follow other vehicles.
No, it's my rock. I'm king of the rock and the hills.
Oh, well, why did you go herringbone, Munson? I don't fucking know. Apparently a civilian vehicle, but, I mean, we are on a road in a town, so... Copy.
Apparently civilian vehicle. Yeah. I was on the road. No.
Well, somebody getting shot.
Private civilian vehicle shooting at us.
That was not to the south. Oh, disregard, wrong end.
That was not to the south.
That would be the other south, also known as north.
Hey, that city's behind his vehicle being a little sneaky. I can see his hands, but if his hands fucking pick up a gun, I'm gonna shoot his feet.
I don't see shit.
Go west. Go across this road and clear it out. Why not? Back up. I want to go.
Mount him back up.
Well, sorry, spoke so me. I'm like, I was gonna say, I'm not even in the squad. We leave.
Alright, look, back up. Since moving.
Alright.
Smith is in.
Negative, we're just overwatching until everybody else was...
Bollinger's in.
Yeah, I don't know. Strange features.
Why does it gotta be white, Sergeant Munson?
Stop line in the middle of a highway, right?
Well, no, it's just the one lane has to stop.
Just one.
It is confusing.
Break 2 copies your last.
I'm guessing the people can't turn right. Guess it's a one-way. I don't know.
It is a one-way. See, there's only a stop sign facing that way. Yeah, and it's on the left and right.
From what I can see
Negative,
from the
that's
front,
fucking good.
window.
Yeah, and the people that are eastbound have right of way on the people going northbound.
Hello, Sergeant Ricky. Hello. Alright, we're all loaded right now, take. We're all loaded in.
Well, we can keep going. We can talk about that road up ahead. Alright.
Center right there. Solid. You just be monitoring and relay information to him.
I got the window seat this time.
Just run over his name.
Only need a few dozen more.
Be aware of any garbage or any debris within the streets. If you have to go around it, announce for on convoy man. Over. Seven up.
I lost her. See if you can hit about 12 more. I need a new pair of boots.
12 more what?
Snakes.
Oh,
Shots,
Oh,
front, west.
shots.
Alright, there we go.
So this now.
Let's pull southwest, bearing 245.
Moving.
Checkpoint.
I forgot to put my earplugs in. That's a reminder to do that.
Lets us know you're deaf.
I think it's still here. Hopefully.
I'm to the west.
Father Grinnell, you left me. I left you.
Looks like there's a little vehicle checkpoint up ahead.
I was just holding security while you guys were moving.
I'm about to think Bollinger's too fat to catch up to us.
I'm walking.
I am right here.
Too much fat gates.
It's this big machine gun.
I'm on full auto.
RPG gunner northwest.
Engage RPG gunner northwest.
We gonna call out that Vic?
Whoever's hiding behind that, they it.
Still taking shots here. Sounds like for the fucking north. We need to clear out this bunker.
I'm on you.
Alright. Pushing around.
Yep, on you.
Pushing in, pushing left.
Yep, right.
Left clear. There's blood down here.
Someone probably bleeding up there. Let's see.
I don't see anything through the floor.
Climbing. He dead. I don't know who shot him, but he's dead.
Good copy.
Be advised. This bunker is clear. We got a dead guy up here. Looks like to your relation, Munson.
Hearing shots at the top of the hill north.
ETR on the road.
spray paint's been marked.
But never mind, there's people up there already.
Alright, clear out of that fucking area. We're pulling north. To move it! I did nothing, what? Well, you got a rocket, Sergeant Munson. The world's depending on you.
I got fucking schwacked by something.
That was the demolition block.
I was expecting the hole to be created at least.
It's to our 206.
Sounds like somebody just hit it.
No, that wasn't it. It's still to our 206.
Yeah, that was the BTR.
Oh, it moved to another
That
bunker.
APC is still up.
Shots up behind us, north.
Hey, move to another bunker.
Shots north.
I got you. North. Where?
Sounds like it's up on that fucking hill where we've been shooting.
Copy. Shots north, south. Copy. Did you copy the another bunker it's off? Yeah. Copy. We're getting hit from both directions. We need to get back into the bunker. Move it.
I'm here.
Yeah, we just need to watch south. You didn't notice, yeah, that APC got away, double blocking north.
Climbing up top.
You go first.
I'm already up.
What is that?
Almost got a retard in close. Roadblock.
Launching HE.
Alpha hit it once.
Please tell me it's dying.
It was all good.
Bowlinger's green. Dropped one dismount.
Smith is vanishing himself.
Low crawler fucking 197. No idea if I got him. He's behind a fucking bush.
Is that someone to the north I hear shooting? Yep, guys, north.
Get in from up slope.
The same low crawler's out at 196 now. He's fucking going in and out of fucking vegetation. Say tank?
Enemy infantry.
Okay. I thought you said fucking tank.
Route 326, 325 about behind the death lane. He's down, good shit.
Bollinger could use some morphine if we have a medic anywhere nearby.
Yeah, I don't think we need all checked up.
Stuart? You're on Whisper. Do we have a medic?
Yeah, no medic.
I'm covering the north.
Copy.
One's pushing up the hill.
Smith, go ahead and double check yourself. Make sure you're not bleeding.
Oh, I'm good.
If anybody needs a medic, let me know. I'll pass it up. But otherwise, use CLS.
I could use morphine, but I'll live.
Where's the Vic going? Copy. Watch out for the 3-1 is up the hill.
You heard all that about 3-1 being up those hills.
Hey, firm.
Oh, too far.
Yeah, you're right. Sounds like the other squads are engaged.
Son of a bitch.
The northwest looks clear.
Sergeant Munson?
Yep.
Did you shoot that AT-4?
Yep.
North looks clear.
Riley, check in.
Are you gonna drop it?
I got a new one.
Oh, copy.
Somebody from Vic then.
Carudas, you want some entrenching?
Roger that. Keep me informed.
We're taking RPGs in the south.
You want here?
We're gonna shift south.
Small or big?
Let's go then.
We're moving south.
Most of the tunes off to the north.
I dropped 1 or 2 guys over this way earlier.
That APC is to the southwest.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was that?
Say,
Speaker copy. Once the primary is complete, we're gonna push into that compound. Wait till the primary is complete.
Shots left.
Hit that fucking APC southwest. Hit it with AG.
Please stop shooting past us. Please stop shooting right past us. Yes. We were both sitting right up here. You're shooting right in between the two of us.
Well, yeah.
Push up on line.
No one.
Can I get extra ammo from the Vic? AGDP? Alright, let's keep fucking moving. Alright, pull the Vic to hold on for a second.
Vic, hold. It's not the definition of hold. Alright. Go ahead and push up. I'll be right behind us, so
I'm good.
Yeah, we're not getting any other contacts to our rear or anything, man. If you want to roll the Vic up and start shooting into the compound.
They're already in there.
Providing
That APC is moving!
They ran through the wall. They're already in.
Whoa. Behind me.
Yeah, we got guys screaming about an APC. Do you see it? Man?
Tell them to look where the HDP is hidden at. I don't know how they can't see it.
It's right there.
I don't think the HDP is doing anything, any damage on it, so... I don't know.
Yeah, it's still driving around though.
I don't think... Ralph's that smart. They still haven't moved the vehicle over here.
First, you're gonna clear the fucking northwest side of the compound, all the buildings.
I mean, they're clear.
No, there's a guy already in the ground and there. He fucking took shots at me. So go clear the northwest side.
All right.
All right, let's go fucking make sure. Never mind. Get shot at from the south.
Fucking pull back, Munson. Ouch. Fuck this. I'm getting in the bunker.
You good, Badger?
Yep. Fucking peachy.
He's dead. Just got engaged by a couple foot mobiles to the south. They took him out. All right, I'm gonna wrap behind you and check that APC. Smith, you want to come with me?
Why don't you just cover us?
There's a bunch of red smoke over there.
Oh. There's two of them?
I would suggest not getting anywhere near that. Havoc 4 might be fixing to blow it the fuck up.
There's some good definitely down here. Munson. Munson, there's a draw down here where you can see better. Yeah, I'm in it.
Oh, that drop. Oh, I'm in another one.
Not sure if HEDP is enough to get through that.
It's not gonna work if you miss every shot. Well, not every shot. I'm just trying to figure out what's the range on this one. About 75 meters.
It's not gonna work.
Oh.
There you go. Now tap the other one.
Hold on.
One APC smoking.
Hold on. That one exploding is going to damage the other one. It might cook it off as well. So save the HEDP.
When do you go back to the vacant fly? Alright. Go ahead, me and Bulger I think are good, so.
Super glad there's way less convoying in this convoy op.
Yeah. I have no idea what we're doing, but
Looks like we're hunting armor with the HE.
I honestly haven't been told a single.
We need go to another friendly squad Vic because Vic's almost out of HE and HE. Copy.
Do we even know where the other squads are at this point?
I have no clue.
Awesome.
I think some are on the hill, big hill behind us, or at least they were. I don't see them anymore. And yeah, doing that, I don't know.
Fantastic.
Where?
Southwest. Just to the left.
Assuming one.
Go for about 100. Go for about 100.
Oh, it's moving right to left, fucking off.
APC's fucking off to the south. I'm not wasting AT4 on that.
I'm going Munson. Stuck season. Oh, yeah, it's leaving. Off comms, hang on. Yeah, it's gone. Back on comms.
I think we're fixing them out back up and leave. That's what it sounds like they're talking about over there.
Let's push back up to the APCs that we just killed.
Copy that.
Sure, one below us up. Oh, he's dead now.
He said I'm gonna push the random infantry and buildings still.
Solid copy. Solid copy.
You on it?
Hey Lee, come with me. We're gonna hit this left one.
Sure.
Going in?
3-4 is 3-7.
Oh, we're good?
3-4, this is 3-7.
Alright, set.
Ready. Set.
3-4, mind your Vic up on the road,
Going
let's
right.
go.
Small room. Door.
I've got a vehicle up here. Don't think it's capable enough for us to commandeer it.
What?
Talking about that little car?
Just in case you ever thought about it. Alright, let's get ready to mount back up.
Let's go on around the other side of the barrier.
This is taking way too fucking long to get these vehicles set up. Let's go.
We got these supply
Get back on the road.
The order of the convoy is going to be 3 3s, 1 Vic, and 3 2.
Our Vic is up here at the roadblock.
Buster.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, it's to the west.
Main Vic and then Havoc 4. Make it happen.
Figure this out.
Where's that Vic? West.
Yeah, these up
One
in
climb
tank.
on top of that building if we're gonna be staying here.
Skate
The
right
window's
here.
clear, the window's clear.
Put my window down. Ah.
Smith is in.
Alpha's all in.
Ball linkers in.
Please in.
I'll be right back.
Hey, gentlemen, there's still an M113 in front of us somewhere.
We'll get a Mark 19 up in front. Taking our time now.
Keep an eye on the building to my right. I killed the first one on this one. It's to my right.
How about I keep an eye on the building and the gunner faces up the road?
Everybody in? Bravo, you all in?
Bravo's all in. Oh, yeah, Bravo's all in.
Food likes it. 3-2 is now.
Alright, I'm back on.
Everybody's in?
Bravo's all here.
Pips, how's their ammo?
Get your guys turned out. Get your guys to turn out.
Turn out. Got 884 rounds.
Most forces 273. You guys can now properly turn out since we took contact and we know the imminent threat is around this area. Over.
3-2 copies. Push, get you guys to turn out.
What the?
Vic 1, this is Vic 2.
It's fine. All squads 27 break. At Blue Force marker 0752 down the road. At grid reference 05051-047. We have the driver of that APC surrendering to us. When we get close to him, the Vic, we will take him, cuff him, and throw him into the commander. Over.
Vic 1, this is Vic 2, be advised, there is still
0-5, 245-055-147, driver in the air. Please surrender. What's this? Take him out, take him, cuff him.
You guys got all that?
A firm.
Yep.
I should have got it twice. I would have when I said it. So.
Yep.
Hold your fire, hold your fire. These guys are distracted. These guys are good. 2 copies, hold your fire.
That has the security.
Dismount, dismount.
Dismount.
Do not
Put
kill
up security.
3 next up.
Hold security. Lure it. Pack up, pack up, pack up.
Pushing north-northwest.
Push north the edge of this ridge line.
Yeah, grab these rocks to our west. Or actually, you got a good spot there. That works good.
I want to expose the Vic too much to that hill over there.
Permission set demo.
Wrong net.
Moving with you.
Setting dead on APC.
Over behind you.
Can we mount up?
I don't think so. Okay,
I think we're mounting up, yeah.
Alright, Rich told me to set debt. I don't know when he wants me to blow it.
Solid copy 3-3. Just 3-7.
Bollinger's in.
we're past this APC, we will blow it. Once we're past it, last week, make sure you 3-4, make sure you call out when
push
you're
past
so really
this,
past
blow it through your hair already.
Solid copy. Alright, L2, we ready to we're loaded back in. All squads 3-7, Bird. Are we all loaded and ready to go?
3-2's mounted.
All squads 3-7, Bird. We have black smoke to our west, possibly burning garbage. They're attempting to set up some type of something there. We may have to defer on the convoy. Over.
3-2 copies.
I don't say we all ready to go.
Possible
Wait,
black
2
smoke to
copies.
our west.
Vic One, could you pull up a little bit so I can get behind you?
Distraction or oh shit.
Appreciate it.
You just move on to go. Can someone put the fucking convo on speaker so I can hear it? Top saying net.
Put their radio on speaker. No, it was already.
As he said, we're Oscar Mike that?
Negative, sir. We're Oscar Mike, sir, Mitch.
Alright.
I put my radio on speakers on top of that for you.
Solid copy.
The Ryan and Clapper is good to go, right?
Yeah,
Better be a long range. Hey, have us hold short of the bridge, so I can fucking get this. Have the rest of the convoy pass us, I guess, if that's all right.
Hey, firm, go ahead and handle. Let them know that so you don't get out of range.
Call up on the radio too.
Tell them to go. Tell them to keep going. No. Fucking hell.
Well, did someone just rear end someone?
Oh, you hear a rock.
Yeah.
What the fuck you did?
Before 3-7, send it. That is a negative. Of we're trying to get into a position where 3-2 can still fight.
Command, this is Vic 2 on 5-0. Be advised, we have the short range clacker. We're gonna have to let the convoy pass us then before we detonate this M113 over. Copy that, Vic 2 out. We are now the last Vic. Are you still in range, Ryan?
You should be.
I think so.
That's one way to test it.
Yes, I am.
No, wait till late. Fucking Pope.
$5 says it's going to be at least 5 minutes before they get the Vic straightened out and past us.
The Budweiser truck behind us is still going back on the road.
The hell is going on? What's taking them so long?
They got
a new mark. They got garbage being burned or something.
Oh.
Got me at Patron and Cranberry.
Goes the beer truck.
3-3, this is 3-7.
Let me know when the last
Vic
Vic
short a
passes so
little
I know
bit,
you're ready
so
for
the
I can't see
so
that
the
front.
transport trucks can catch up to you. Over.
Alright, fire in the hole in 5,
All
4, 3.
All squads on this net. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Be advised, Vic 2 is now last Vic, over. Last Vic, turn left, over.
I don't like being in last place.
Well, you should have thought of that before you let Ryan play with explosives.
I don't let Ryan play with everything.
Hey, Vic, turn left. Last Vic, turn left.
Okay.
Convoy's a little messed up. You got all the like the front of convoys
Should be
all
33.
supported by one Vic.
Or else the non-combat is stacked to the front.
And yeah, like you got like 4 armed trucks in the rear, 1 armed truck in front.
Last Vic, turn right, over.
Nah, it'll be alright.
You think, Ballender? Good thing.
What? I didn't even say anything.
He sure didn't.
Wait, sorry, Baldwin. I'm sorry.
There you go, boss.
I was just sitting here thinking it's a shame we're last Vic, because now I can't look at Pip's ass because he's holding rear security. He probably can't even hear us up in that turret.
You got thrown out from the back of his ass, so I think he's saving you the view.
Don't worry, we're not going to be in the back for long.
But you know, at least we don't have like Sergeant Richie up in the turret there with this view, and then you know, we'd be getting stuff on our boots and such.
Constantly getting slapped.
Yeah.
Oh my
Last Vic, turn right, over.
Like he ain't got nothing to say. Sorry, we ain't got nothing to say about that.
I remember this spot.
He's probably trying to figure out what the cargo capacity of these trucks are and make sure it's strong enough to carry that thing around.
I thought we were supposed to.
Oh, maybe we weren't. We looked
for the last Vic was a call out when last Vic was
Helicopter 33, but
raw
get yourself
from
around
the
it.
front
Yeah.
with crashed vehicles on a road.
Okay, where there's possibly some crashed vehicles ahead.
You know, I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, I just forgot you were here.
Am I mistaken, or is the last Vic supposed to call out its turns?
Yeah,
You are correct.
I just got told not to.
Lead Vic and last Vic are supposed to call turns.
That's SOP. Who told you not to, Brewer?
You are referred as Last Vic. You're supposed to call yourself Last Vic.
Self-command, negatory, Ghost Rider. We are indeed supposed to...
And maybe he got confused and talked about it in a second.
Yeah. Just notify him saying that this is second Vic
Yeah,
now,
keep with
Last
the
Vic.
location.
Taking
He
left
said
turn.
last Vic, though.
Is he in the Last Vic? I thought he was in the commander.
He knows that I'm the last Vic, though.
Oh, just keep saying Last Vic.
You're doing it right.
Yeah. Probably confused. And now first I just
Or maybe because I said
Yeah,
over.
push.
I think I can.
The smoke off to our west. That's the one I've already called out.
Yep, big old smokestack.
Oh god, you have to pass.
Birdie where?
Where the shot, west.
Shots west.
Is that Morgan on Lee?
Follow on a convoy, Matt.
Copy that.
Of course,
We've been taking shot
which
boys.
direction?
Pitch, face front.
Get off the top.
This is a bad spot to be in.
Get off the hill. Get off the hill. Bye-bye, tank. You guys should fill in the local.
Oh my god.
Why are you hitting all that back?
Yo, this is deliberate as fuck.
You guys are safe in the vehicle.
Oh no.
I'm taking away the fucking driving license.
All squad,
If he had one, he could give it.
Soft dismount. Football report. Compound to our west with the archway.
Get out of
Watch left.
3-3, this is 3-7.
Smith is only out.
3-3 is 3-7.
Alright, we are
to that compound to the fucking west.
gonna kind of push west-southwest here. Actually,
Like into town?
Yeah.
we're staying right here, I guess.
LT, be advised. Tell them that we're gonna go ahead and walk the Vicks. We're gonna walk the Vicks from this point.
I don't like the ruins up there. They make me nervous.
There's actually a satellite dish and a radio tower up there.
Three 1 3-7, send it.
Somebody watcher 6.
Solid copy 3-1.
We'll go pull rear security.
Prepare to walk the Vicks to town.
I don't see shit, do you?
Preacher cars.
That's to the west.
That sounds like it's to the west.
Uh-huh. Yeah, lots of shots to the west.
That's an enemy fucking sniper off to our west. I'll try to get eyes up for you.
Yeah, I see a gunner 256.
Follow the road to the west. We're gonna walk the Vicks up, I think. On you.
Which side of the road we taking?
North side.
We need to take a Vic for this.
Fine.
Infantry or forward.
Going left. Are we going straight? So straight. Get hit by heavy gun southwest. Just dig in here.
We're gonna dig in here. We're getting ditched by heavy guns southwest.
Sergeant, there's a 2-story house right here that's perfect for us.
Yeah, grab it. I'm just setting this up for whoever else may come.
Clear and left. Left clear. Yeah, it's a thing. Got a possible gun truck, fucking 248, probably 600 meters. A-firm, that's a gun truck. He's shooting the big fucking 50 at us.
This is Alpha. We are already ahead of the Vic. It is.
I'm assuming that we're on HUD. I haven't seen no civilians yet. Alpha, did you hear me?
I think that gunner's down.
Alright, let's get back on the road. We're walking the Vic up.
Alright, hold off, Jamie. I think we're moving soon.
Robbie.
Munson.
Alright, we're pulling south, pulling south.
Right.
I'm J.E. my second view of the convoy at this time.
Alright, we're walking the Vic south, or I guess at this point it's walking us.
Convoy at this time.
And then west.
Drive past the infantry.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I feel like this is backwards. Is that just me?
Infantry west building, post building.
What's up?
CG copies. Possible infantry in post building. Settlers closest to my northwest.
Set up right on me, Aaron. Up slope, Aaron. Southwest. I want you to move southwest?
What do you got coming down the road? What bearing?
I didn't say anything. I said Aaron set up here.
Oh, I thought about old slope, I heard. Mistaken it for something else.
You see those guys? North, 010. Paper.
They're dead. They're just dead.
RPG. Hey, who's that Mark 19 gunner? We need to drop some right there, behind that rock. Or not.
Alright, let's keep walking with the Vics here. Alright, let's pull west.
Going out.
We're gonna try to hold up this hill. Airstrike is getting called to our northwest.
Copy. Going up to the second floor of this fucking building.
Copy.
BTR on top of that hill.
BTR.
Nope, this is occupied.
Yeah. 2-4, hey, Blinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it, Munson.
No.
BTR. BTR.
240. Did I get a range?
Not seeing it. Stand by. Eyes on.
372.
Right there.
Oh, somebody just smoked it. It's cooking. It's moving. Yeah, don't waste it.
I know. I was just waiting. Making sure.
That might have been a Maverick.
let's get formed back up on the road. Looks like they're all in line there. To our west.
No, not right now. Wait, we're friendlies.
Is our Vic still behind us?
Were you good on Rocket?
I don't know.
Where's our Vic at?
It appears it's still way back to the fucking southeast.
Copy. I think everybody's getting formed up here.
Wait one.
Try this.
307
Okay. Alright, disregard. Let's get set back up on the building.
Loaded back up and get ready to roll.
Get loaded back up. Just grab security real quick.
Load it back up.
Load back up.
Alpha copies. We're gonna hold on this building until you guys get up here.
Are we left, Vic?
I'm in.
I think we're last, Vic. Alright, dude. 8124.
You are not last Vic, we are. We're just waiting on our Vic.
Why were they up there in the first place?
I don't know.
Must have got backtracked.
Going the wrong way. Well, sort of.
Getting shot out from the fucking southwest.
Taking shots from south.
Southwest somewhere. Yeah, probably right around where all that's happening.
Alright, I think we're getting him out. What the fuck is ours? All we ever had by the buildings. So all things being by the buildings. Alright, Smith is in.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
That was watching a like Sergeant Munson.
No, I don't actually.
Fuck you, lost her.
3-2 is all in.
I should have beat first.
We're the last hit in the highway again.
Oh yeah, ropes got deployed. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah. Who the fuck jumped out?
Oh, what?
Get in.
The fuck?
Get back in the rope.
We're not tethered to the ground, are we?
Find out in a minute though. Back axle comes off.
What?
What the fuck is
We
going
have
on?
we have infinite rope.
Our dick, our fucking vehicle dick is hanging out.
Yeah.
That's alright, we'll just drag it around.
Dragging your dick in the fucking
okay.
grass. We're gonna start working with her dick anymore.
If he was,
Great, now we look at the fucking
Somebody take a
tactical
picture.
The
tampon.
vehicle got excited.
Look at the goddamn armored tampon, dude.
You know all about tampons, so I believe it. It looks like a tactical tampon. We're almost home.
Pretty short from the west. Eyes on thermal contacts.
Cool.
Get the fuck off the hill.
Tracer's coming in.
Handball and socket snap, push back, church.
Hold on before we're gonna get this dump there.
There's that big one over here. Where the fuck we going?
He's putting us behind Defla. He's fearing about us.
Stop fucking moving.
Yep. Getting out. Bowling Green's out of the crazy train.
Oh yeah, fuck that on the road. I didn't get enough time to even shoot at one. We're good. We're pushing north, west side of the road, pushing north.
Let me get a range for you right now. Got you. 178. It's a good hit.
Get on BTR. Smoking.
Catastrophic.
Fucking bulletproof door frame.
Come on, just blow up already.
Tank on the road, tank on the road. Fucking 009. Tank on the road, 009.
Did we take it out? All the way to the mod truck.
Good shooting, boys.
I trained to shoot good.
Sorry, I'm coming back to you. I just had the China mods gunner. Yeah, they did leak the rock. Alright, now we're pushing north. Left side of the road. Moving.
Say again? What's southwest?
Alright, out. Take the building.
Knock knock, America's here.
Really?
Now they're clearing it.
You got freeways here. Told you, be safe friendly, they won't shoot.
He didn't shoot anyway. He didn't have a chance.
Looks clear.
Get him.
I think that guy saw it there. Real good.
There's friendlies going in that building.
It's already clear.
Just whack the guy in the face.
Can't mark the ground.
Friendlies east down the street.
Getting shot from behind, southeast. He's dead.
Guy's dead.
Copy that. I'm staying up here with Munson.
Feature copy. Some push out context don't really count.
What is the opposite of selfish? Ah.
It's clear.
I'm gonna grab a more AT.
Alpha currently has this roof locked down. We got good view northwest.
How we doing?
Awesome.
Alpha's
Alright,
all
here's
good.
house vehicle status.
What are you what?
Looks like a real.
Like that? I know what.
You should try to fix that wheel while we're stopped.
I'm gonna steal your wheel, guys. Eat it.
I'm down one more level and I'm repacking.
Grab it.
Sounds like already on it.
I got belts for you.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm still good. I'm just taking this opportunity.
Okay.
Littleberry, how you doing on belts, man?
Alright, Alpha is green medical.
I'm yellow on belts.
Break.
Roger, I'll drop one in your pack.
Yellow ammo. Green AP.
I am red on HE. That's sort of taken into account.
Let's drop the 200 round belt.
Lee, how many belts you got left?
No problem.
I got 300 around there. Oh. Wait, no, the rest is 500.
We're on the right side. Who did it?
Both of them are placed near their bug out. But they're both in place. They're basically.
Copy that.
Somebody did clear that fucking building.
You good up there or no?
I'm not sure.
Talking reader, can I hear you?
Got a green mark on. Looks the same.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Munson's down up here. We got shot at from our fucking northeast. Can you step up?
Yeah.
Aaron is still up.
I'm not sure. He was on that fucking rooftop right there.
What is going on?
Bearing 2-5.
Throw some fucking. Throw a grenade over there.
I need a mic on my position.
There's friendlies scattered all over the fucking place over here. I don't want to fucking end up fragging one. I'm gonna pop him with fucking epi. Fuck. Fucking second floor. He was on the fucking second floor.
Yeah, I'm pulling him down.
Here, I'm popping him with the epi. I'm fucking CLS anyway.
Okay.
Did you get a medic yet?
He's alive.
No, he's not.
It must have been you that tapped me.
Okay.
Smith, just grab security.
Oh, I forgot.
Jesus
We don't have
fucking
mic.
Christ.
Did you get him? About
Alright,
time.
7 inches through 600.
Like Bollinger had CLS, so you should have just been fucking watching.
Finding out time now. 7.
I'll get now.
3-2. This is 3-7. What are we engaging?
That guy shot me straight.
Mike, hold
Fucking
fight.
back.
Wait one.
I think
What
it's
are we
sporadic infantry left in the building.
I'm gonna go meet up with a medic.
Copy.
FTX step now.
Drum yet.
7 inches 6. We're taking our sporadic.
Alpha's back up.
I'll take over once you do.
He2 is not getting any this time.
Hey, Valigar, why is he not being up there? So if you get shot again,
I think we're almost done anyway.
Solid copy 7. All squads.
3 mic.
Go ahead and line your Vicks back
Yeah.
up.
Need morphine.
Put the Vic.
Let's still have that fucking.
Hold on, we still got that contact.
Vic, yeah.
Actually, it's 2-1.
Is that guy still alive?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
That.
Solid copy 3. Solid copy 3-2. I mean 3-1 over. 7.
Alright, you guys need morphine at all?
I'm doing pretty okay.
If you do, he's right. Oh, yeah, you saw me. He's right down there.
I'm good, yeah. Thanks.
Solid copy on that 7. 3-6 out. 3-1. This is 3-6 over. 3-1. 7, you got 1 minute. You got 1 mic over.
We were at the point. I think it was 3.
3-3. This is 3-7. 3-3. This is 3-6. 3-3. Go and line your Vic up as firm Vic. And hold it right there on that MSR.
These Vicks are fucking beat up.
Confused the shit out of me. Like, we were looking for our Vic.
Alright, Donnie, we're moving.
Alright, we're gonna be last week again.
Alpha copies. Oh my, just give me an issue for it.
All squads is 6. Break. Go and give me the mic.
Our Vic is out to the west.
How we doing, AT? Alpha's got AT4.
Yeah.
Solid copy. Have a load them in another Vic just for time being over. Maybe they're sitting right next to the door. Yeah.
They've got like 4 armed Vicks up front for the fucking region.
All squads is 3-7 break. 3-6 break. Oh, we all loaded back up and ready to go. Over.
Push to the Vic, timeout.
Alright, load up. Should be west.
7, this is 3-6.
Coffee.
Having 3-1
Load
over
it
now.
over.
And back on the road over.
Bollinger mounted.
Call 100 guys in.
Stuff is in.
Bravo's in.
Features mounted.
Maybe it's because I'm alone now.
I like this smoke right here. It's banana billboard.
Get the test.
Join the cause.
I'm just making it good too, because it'll take 3 hours to get this listed.
Who do you want to be a rear deploy?
Show me the way to go home.
Left hand.
I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby.
Man, that thing bouncing like a bitch.
Not necessarily a bad thing. I personally like my bitches to be bouncing.
Hey, Ryan, you wanna get a pump bag?
Yeah.
God damn, look at those gas prices. Fuck that shit. Well, this is a nice exposed spot on the side of a hill.
Just that.
You guys got any ice cream?
Who are? 3-1.
Somebody's missing tires in the back.
We don't have any cones. Alright, I'll wait for Axel. Unlike us, we were dragging our schlong on the ground. Waiting for Axel.
Wait,
Oh.
tires are there. Tires are there. I say again, I see tires.
Can I get a vanilla cone with sprinkles?
All these vehicles have at least one spare tire. Get it done.
McClure, is that what we pulled off for them?
Be advised, the infantry are trying to buy ice cream cones from other
Leave out.
vehicles.
Roger. When you're waiting around, just give them what they want.
Waiting for the ice cream cones from the command Vic.
He just said what we have to say.
I dare you go ask Command Vic for ice cream.
They were just doing it.
Oh, this is fly truck.
Whatever.
Well, the fucking ice cream truck don't have no cones there.
Smith is in.
Bollinger's in.
Oh, was all.
Features all in. Who'd you lose?
Sergeant Patrick?
We drop?
Sergeant Pips.
Somebody get put somebody else like that.
Someone's already on the gun.
You got this.
I'm good. I'm not.
Yeah.
Serious though, mortars is trucks look pretty retarded.
And they're not any faster than the RG-33, so yeah.
I mean, do those things have AC units in the front of them?
Yeah, I'm telling you, we don't have fuck. They have AC.
Yeah, HVACs on the back.
You know those cab overs ride rough as shit. I like how the tow hooks are permanently mounted on the front. Like, this Vic is a piece of shit and will get stuck.
Oh, so here we're taking our hands. We redeployed a dick.
The last spec hole anyway.
What did you do?
Which station guys to go?
I don't want to see no Elvises walking around in them things.
Vehicle front. Off road.
Hey.
Stop the vehicle.
Oh shit, I get yelled at now.
For what?
That guy
Too
does not
fucking
give a
late
shit.
now. It's gonna fucking, we're gonna get yelled at.
Last week's server, right?
Yeah, just keep on going.
What were we supposed to
I mean,
talk
hey, if
about?
you get yelled at,
Yeah.
if you get yelled at, if you get yelled at
Okay.
for honking at a civilian, that's the best thing to get yelled at.
Somebody was supposed to stop him before you.
I mean, I could stop him, but they're not gonna like my version.
They not.
Yeah, the host was supposed to shoot at it, right?
Leave out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'm supposed to let it
So you do copies.
Yeah, I'm just saying that our current rate of, movement at the time, like what were we supposed to do? Just jump out the fucking truck cashes?
You're supposed to fucking just head out the village and go back.
You know what I mean? Yeah, or like the fucking Matrix agents, just jump on the hood of the car and then jump off of it, make it flip in the air and shit.
Mr. Anders, you help your landlady take out her garbage.
Mr. Anderson.
He does say that.
Mr. Anders, I despise this place.
The smell.
It's the smell.
We should just put like a giant fucking fuck off snowplow on the lead bit and just have them ram fucking vehicles in the future.
With a big metal finger on it.
Yeah, you know, just paint that big.
You just hear the bit honking at you while in the air.
You help your landlady take out her garbage. I like these.
Lost her, I'm so bored.
Start pulling your plug, dude.
Somebody else's. Whatever, Rusty.
I'm starting to get inebriated.
I already am, so.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm pulling hatch security with my M9.
I'm about to just
Left hand side.
That's the idea.
Hey, at least we got to shoot at shit. Alpha didn't get to shoot at hardly anything.
Yeah. Except for the shoot that he did shoot at.
We're gonna get yelled at for not recognizing gas.
They go like, right?
Fucking put super in a shitty truck.
Enemy. Front. 200.
Video.
Keep those fucking civvies on your sights.
On it.
Everybody panic.
Fuck.
Why are we stop?
This game is short class.
Hey, I that guy.
That turns like.
Got a slinky going on here.
What are we doing? Trying to make the roads wide enough for thunder to roll through here?
Why is Phoenix overload?
We're gonna ram through them.
Oh, hello. Oh, we're gonna hook cargo hooks to them and drive them through the town. It'll be fun.
Okay, I see Phoenix and I see a destroyed building. Did Phoenix have an accident?
Looks like there's a big parked beside a base.
Ah, fuck it.
We're not playing Tetris here.
I will look to though.
I'm not getting out until this Mad Max free for all is done.
Get out there, phone. Bad mouth.
I mean, look at that shit. They're all just driving where the hell they want.
I'm out.
Something's burning in there.
Well, you might want to get out of there, my man.
Let's start moving into the cop.
Sergeant Richie, we have a Alan
Let's start
here.
moving into the cop.
I think he fucked up.
God damn it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Alright, it's not a show.
Alright.
Show, let's go. Inside the cop.
Watching your ass.
Deliver the equipment. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Who?
Make it inside.
Since when do you guys get air conditioning?
Hey, since when do you not know how to shut the fuck up?
Pushing a cop, get lined up like all pretty.
Let's go.
The 360 37 top.
Delta's directly north.
Let's get some security.
Alpha copies.
Start
taking.
Are we getting the northwest tower? Grab south.
Get security.
Moving.
Roger. So
South.
have you seen this too? Move to south.
Hey, Top, you want them to get up security?
Get up on the wall on the south. Everyone's got the south.
I'm in the bunker at the south.
No idea, but it wasn't me. Nope.
Nope.
Delta next.
All rifles in the ground.
Negative problem. Take note of it.
Hey, Karudas, you want to get up in the tower?
I think it's already full of people.
Okay, cool. But I think you got the biggest gun, so you're in charge.
3-3.
Biggest gun always got the last ball.
I know. Havoc 4, this is 3-6.
I didn't do it.
3-6 was in full, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was not in. 4, this is 3-6. Did that Indy come from you over?
That's a negative 3-6. Apparently it came from the guy standing to the right of one of my AGs.
Trust me, I would have the balls to say it.
I am in my eyes.
But it's not me.
Copy.
School cycle on top.
Condition 4.
Condition for your weapon. Index.
Alright, condition 4, bring it in.
Good work, Carruthers and yeah.
Hey, AJ.
Yeah, you're naked.
Fuck you guys. It's not that hard.
Bring it in
Alright, lock it up.
Smith is here.
I have a 3-2 here, Top.
Roger. Kulash and Pike stand up. Anybody else seeing them without gear?
A firm.
Yes, good though.
Alright, can you guys confirm you still got your uniform and shit on?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, looks like we got everybody here.
Behind you, both of you.
Grab a uniform, put it on. Doesn't matter what the fuck's in it.
Got a private carrier that needs a TP directions.
Good. You guys are both good.
Alright, Captain, can you check back at the airbase real quick and make sure there's nobody sitting back there that somehow got missed? Alright. So, I do not have many complaints at all tonight. That went pretty fucking seamless. The only issue I seen was a general lack of situational awareness, primarily from the lead Vic, but this goes to all vehicles. If we're, granted, we have been lucky enough to not have to deal with any type of IEDs or VBIEDs lately, but that does not mean it's completely foreign to us. We do come across them. So if you guys see shit lying along the side of the road that looks like it does not belong there, or if it's in the center of the road, go the fuck around it. Do not stop. That's how they start a fucking ambush. But go around it. Give it a very wide berth. Make sure you call it out on Convoy Net so that all the vehicles are aware of it. But make sure you go around it. And like I said, notify everybody of it. Next. The first time it happened, you guys did a really good job. We had a civilian vehicle approach the convoy. Somebody fired the warning shot on it, and it fucking took off. Now, I had to go off comms for a quick second, and whilst I was off comms, as soon as I come back, here's a civilian vehicle driving right down the center of our fucking convoy down the road. That shit does not happen. I don't give a fuck where we're at. No civilian vehicle comes in our lines. No civilian on foot, no civilian on vehicle gets that close to our fucking trucks. You fire a fucking warning shot before they get that close to us. If they do not stop, then you disable that vehicle. Is everybody clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, never again better I see a fucking civilian vehicle that goddamn close to our trucks. I understand, like I said, we don't deal with VBIEDs and stuff that often, but I'm telling you from personal experience, civilian vehicles getting that close to your truck is one of the most terrifying fucking things that can happen in the real world. Do not let it happen again. But that's the only real complaints I have tonight. You guys did an outstanding fucking job as far as keeping those vehicles protected, engaging targets, getting those trucks up on engagement lines and so on, keeping your dispersion and your speed, everybody staying close together but not getting too close. Guys did a pretty damn good job, and the communication seemed to flow pretty well, at least at my end. So, go down the line. Sergeant Ritchie, anything from Havoc 3? Use your big boy voice. The one goddamn time I need you to fucking actually yell.
Sorry, my pipe's a little rusty, Top.
Anything from Havoc 3?
Nothing from Havoc 3, Top. Can you hear me?
Roger. Corporal Hardman, anything from Havoc 4?
Thank you, Top. Two things very quickly. Not having radios in our VIX was a bit of a struggle at times. If we do that kind of thing again, it would make it a lot easier if we can have a VIC that has a radio in it. The second thing, I just wanted to pass this on. This was a comment collectively from across my section tonight. We all felt that was among the most immersive experiences we've had with the civilians and everything. We all really enjoyed ourselves. I just wanted to thank everybody involved for putting that together, because that went really good for us. That was all I had. Thank you, Tom.
Roger. Yeah, and you guys did a shit hot job on those fire missions, especially that last one was very effective from what Thunder was saying. All right, Dagger.
Nothing from Dagger.
Lieutenant Brownlee, anything from the 74th?
Nothing from 74th, yes, sir.
All right, Chief, anything from Deco?
Nothing from Rotary, First Sergeant.
All right, Chief, apologies we couldn't get you in here doing much else. All right. Captain?
Did you guys have a good time tonight? I know someone already said it, but did you think the civilians doing shit was cool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. A firm.
Yes, sir. Whatever makes it immersive, sir. Now let's talk about the things you guys really fucked up from my perspective. Two big things. The first one was, and I don't know who this was, probably the first sergeant, so he's gonna fucking yell at me, but you guys fucked up the convoy route so bad that you went over a hill off the end of a road and accidentally came up on the flank of the enemies that were supposed to engage you guys at the point where you were supposed to actually go off-road, which was the barricade, which you actually ended up just diverting to and going back around and not engaging the area full of enemies that I had set up for you to engage. So what happened when you guys went past that civilian wreck with the cop saying, hey, go around? You had two options there, and you took the third option, which made no sense. Your two options were just go around and stay on the road, or take a left at the intersection they were at, and then take your first immediate right, and then get back on the same road you were at. Instead, you guys went left. You went all the way up to the top of the hill where the road ended, and then you continued past where the road ended, off-road, down slope, and then you cut back to the right. And that's when the guys over in that area started shooting at you. What happened there?
Captain, that was my call to make the left there at that four-way intersection along the MSR and the ASR. But the only point where we went off-road over a hill was at the next town over at Rosalia. That was nowhere near where that accident was. We went south at San Reluco down the ASR there and went right through the heart of the southern portion of San Reluco and then went west and cut back north.
Show you on the map what you did. And I'll make it quick. This is where you went off-road. Or not off-road, but you took a left at the wreck. And then what I expected you to do was go this way and get back on the road. What actually happened was you guys went this way off the end of the road and then cut back that way.
Yeah.
All right, the other big thing was when you guys pushed up on Rosalia, you had your nice little firefight. The tank got exploded. You guys pushed in. You started clearing the buildings. And then this building right here had a fucking guy still in it. So I took control of the guy, and I thought people were coming in to clear it. So I had him looking down the stairwell up the hallway to, you know, just to give some immersive shooting from the AI. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And about a minute after I started waiting, I realized that no one was coming to clear the building, and the building was unclear. So I popped the guy up onto the roof, and I started shooting at whatever squad was across the street on another roof. And for a good solid 2 minutes, I was poking that guy out and shooting at whatever squad was right there, and I heard jack shit on platoon comms as far as contact reports. I didn't hear anyone communicating in local. I didn't hear anyone communicating on platoon net. What the fuck was that? That was atrocious. That was not a rhetorical question. What the fuck was that?
No answers for that, sir. No answers for that, sir. We'll get it addressed.
Private Bollinger.
Thank you, First Sergeant. I was the one that you were... Thank you, First Sergeant. It was myself and Sergeant Munson that were on that roof, and I did call it up that we were taking contact. I think I called the direction as east, and I called that he was on the roof and then the second floor of that building. I was holding security because Sergeant Munson was down as our team lead. That's why I did not...
Because he got shot by that guy.
Correct. That's the reason why I did not push across and clear that building, because I was staying there with him.
All right, Sergeant Taylor.
Thank you, First Sergeant. I recall the building, I was on the ground by it after other teams had already moved through, the weapons squad moved in, and I noticed there was a green X on that building. I then seen the friendlies down on the building. I didn't actually hear the gunfire when they went down. But then after they were down, there was a bunch of people throwing grenades at the building, so it was impossible for me to move into it, and they were already being engaged at that point, but I didn't see anybody actually moving into the building.
The building that the guys were down on the roof of is not the building
I understand, Captain. Yeah, it was the one across the street. I know where they were throwing the grenades at, so I seen that's where they were taking the fire, but that building did have a green X on it, so somebody claimed that they cleared it.
That just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
If that building had been marked as clear, that just compounds the situation. So I'll let you take care of that at platoon level, Sergeant Ritchie, but that shit needs to get addressed and fixed. Like, the communication there was non-existent, at least at platoon level. That was not called up, hey, this is whatever squad we're taking contact from a building. And I didn't hear any of the guys in local calling it up either. Like, I was close enough to them across the street that I should have heard someone say something.
File copy, sir. I'll get addressed.
All right, that's all I got.
All right, thank you, Captain. And again, thank you for an excellent mission. Any C's or Q's from the fucking peanut gallery? You got 5 Sierra. Starting Richie.
Thank you, Top. I was having this issue tonight. I don't know if anybody else was experiencing this, but at moments you would talk or someone would talk on another net, it would just completely lower. I don't know if that's something that anyone else experienced.
Then what would lower the volume?
Yeah, the volume on the communication will lower top. Like, you would go completely low for me.
I personally have no idea. I know last week we had, or at least myself, experienced an issue where the long-range radios, when they were on speaker, were very fucking quiet in comparison to what they normally are. But posted in the bug reports, and I'm sure S4 will take a look at it, see if they can reproduce it.
I'll copy, Top. That's all I had.
Corporal Hardman?
Thank you, First Sergeant. It just may be related. There was more than one occasion where you called me, and you sounded like you were calling me for the second time after not getting a response. I didn't hear you previously, so it may be related to that. I'll do some digging and see what I can turn up on that as well.
Well, it's probably the same fucking TFAR TeamSpeak bug bullshit that we've been dealing with for months.
Whenever you guys are having a problem with comms, restart, just tab out and restart TeamSpeak. Shut it down, restart it, rejoin the channel. That normally fixes most problems.
Quickest, easiest way. Sergeant Yogi?
Thank you for Sergeant. My comments really about the VIX. 3 quarters of the way in for the FTX. My guys had issues getting back into the VIX, which caused my guys to be split between 2 VIX, between 3-3 and 3-4. It just randomly happened, we just couldn't get into the VIX.
Roger, posted in the bug report. The only time I've ever seen that people have issue with getting into VIX is when someone inside that vehicle friendly fires someone.
Or you murder a civilian like you guys did at Checkpoint Oisti. There was a civilian.
That will also do it. So someone inside your vehicle fucking smoked a friend or smoked a civilian.
There was a civilian Vic actually at the checkpoint being inspected, and someone lit the civilian up. Because when I looked over there towards the end of the firefight, he was dead as shit, and his car had been completely destroyed.
Negative for Sergeant and Cap. This is a guy who had to get ringside back in from being crashing, and he just couldn't get inside the Vic straight after.
Alright, any other C's or Q's? Nope. Alright, good. You guys are dismissed. Get the fuck out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Good job tonight.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave the platoon debrief in. So just give me a minute to get switched over. Goddamn minigame.
All right, seems like everybody, stragglers will come in as they go, as they come down. All right, gentlemen. So, from a standpoint, what Top said was really good. We didn't do a lot of fuck ups tonight. But in certain situations, communication could have been improved between the squads. Simple, hey, we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that, you know, yada, yada, yada. It happened. At those moments, that's the crucial time. It happened on at least 2 occasions tonight. I would say the first compound, the communication wasn't there when the first compound got hit. You know, who was taking what side. And then I believe it was the last one we hit that town. and the movement started, everyone should have been like, okay, we're going to take this sector, we're going to take that sector, we're going to hold this, and building should be clear. And I think I have an idea what building they're talking about, which building that it was on that situation. Someone is hot mic and fix that shit. And yes, if it was marked with a fucking green X, that is bad. Whoever did that, yeah, fucking no. Don't fucking do that again. Clear the whole building out. Don't rush through the building. Properly go through every floor and see what the fuck they're at. If they were shooting or anything like that. I would say when we was at that first compound, we took way too long setting those VICs back up on the road. I don't know if there was confusion. I don't know what the fuck was that. If you guys are confused on the situation, send it up, and we will fucking clarify it as fast as possible. But by you just thinking that, you know, possibly, whatever, yada yada, it holds the platoon up. And it's in that moment, it took us literally almost about 4 minutes to set our basic vehicles back on the road, and that shouldn't take that long. It should quick as fuck. We moved greatly. From what I can hear from convoy, calls were being turned out by first and last Vic. Obstacles were being called out sometimes, and just situations were being held properly. I don't think a lot of the squad leaders had to micromanage you guys, telling you guys when to dismount, when to move, and in that situation. So I'm kind of happy on that. The only thing that I was really upset and pissed off about was we let that civilian break our lines. Gunners, this is to anyone that is gunning a vehicle, and this is to you. I know we try not to abuse third person in that situation, but you gunners are the people that are seeing outside the vehicle on a more spectrum level. That Vic should not fucking, that civilian Vic, that civilian, anything should not be passing on lines at all. Warning shots, you do your proper S's, and then you do it that way, in that sense. Disable that vehicle. And if that motherfucker still doesn't reply, you gotta do what you gotta do. But the fact is, you never let civilians breach our lines in that sense. When we were walking the rails, I say that was fucking amazing. I had no issues with that. Like, I think you guys kept a proper distance from the vehicles to the infantry. I'm fucking excited. I gotta say, I guess the training, it's been helping out with you guys on properly utilizing everything. So just keep up the good work, guys. I don't really have a lot of shit to basically bash you guys on, because you guys did an excellent fucking job. Communication, like I said, fucking good. Just let those points, we dropped the ball when it was most needed. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go down the line. 3-1, Sergeant Lurie.
Nothing as of now, Sergeant.
All right, 3-2.
Nothing right now, Sergeant.
3-3.
Nothing from 3-3, Sergeant.
3-4.
Nothing from 3-4, Sergeant.
All right. I'm gonna open this up to the floor for questions or comments. Always someone. Sergeant Loster.
Thank you, Sir Richie. I just wanted to apologize for running over.
I don't want to talk about that.
We were hauling ass away from a BTR and was going like 30-40 kph, and I apologize for not swerving in time.
Well, not a lot of people say they got to run over their platoon, Sergeant. Well, you just did. And you waited until you wasn't in my platoon anymore. Fuck you.
I'm proud of you.
Alright, Sergeant Taylor. Alright.
Thank you, Sergeant. My question is, it's kind of like at the beginning of the FTX, they had like a vehicle come off of a side street, and it pretty much sideswiped our vehicle and kept moving towards the rest of the convoy. But we had a Mark 19 on our vehicle, and there were civilians around. So in that situation, I was wondering, are we supposed to have a warning shot, or do you let the next Vic do it? And the comment on that is, if to avoid that from happening in the future, if we're going to use the Mark 19, would it be better to have it like in the middle of the convoy rather than either the front or the back?
It's always a mixture. You can have it in the front, you can have it in the back. In this situation, it was more like, since we were going to do a lot of cross-countrying, it was like, let's keep the Mark 19 up. Let's get a Mark 19 in the front, because they do damage in the front. But yeah, it's up in the air. Sometimes the 50 works. Like when we're more going through mount environments, we usually put the 50 in the front. But tonight we just wanted to utilize the Mark 19 in that way, so the guys would know how to use it in the front and the rear of the convoy. But to avoid when civilians, your question, you said that the civilians approached your vehicle, or was it?
Well, yeah, there were civilians in the area. We had just passed some civilians, and then the civilian vehicle rolled up and pretty much sideswiped our vehicle. Like he made contact with us. And are we able to make a warning shot with the Mark 19 in the civilian area?
I would not do it with a Mark 19. If anyone dismounted at that point?
Negative. We were rolling.
He's referring to the vehicle that drove right through the middle of the convoy.
We wasn't in the Mount environment when we were already fucking passing that area. Oh, fucking Mark 19 that bitch up. If we're in the open country area, then that's
it was before we took contact. This was just civilians at the very beginning. They were standing on the side of the road talking and bullshitting. And it was a civilian vehicle that came off of a side street. It wasn't any contact that we took from it or anything like that, but he did run into us and proceeded past us towards the Vic directly in front of us. And then he eventually turned around and came back. And it was the first stop we made, like when we made that first herringbone.
Oh, I got it. Okay, yep. In that situation, if you don't want to hit it to where the fucking Mark 19 is a destroyer, and it will damage some shit. You can have the second Vic, and that's usually the 50, could spin their weapon around and engage that vehicle if it's not in line of sight of the first vehicle. But if it's like on the side or something like that, they can do their warning shots and all that stuff in that situation if we're within that mount environment. But yeah, that's the best solution. Sergeant Allure, you had something on that?
Sergeant, I actually had a comment, or more like even a question on the last incident brought up by Sergeant Loster, where he accidentally apparently ran you over. The good question is Sergeant Loster here. Say, were you backing up?
No, he was not backing. I will answer that question. He was not.
I was driving forward.
At.
That's why I was driving so fast. If I was backing up, I wouldn't have been going so fast.
Oh, okay. Just as a comment, whenever we're operating with vehicles, whenever we're maneuvering a vehicle slowly, when there are people right next to the road or people in close proximity, and especially when you're backing up, you honk your horn. Just keep honking and keep driving. That way you'll let people know, and it will raise situational awareness in the area significantly. Because once you start honking, everybody's gonna know that vehicle is now moving and they need to get the fuck out of the way. That's all I have, Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant Laura. Private Bird, you had something on this issue?
Oh yeah, going back to Sergeant Taylor's, and I guess it's a question because I wasn't thinking about it.
Yes, Sergeant.
Sergeant.
Oh, sorry, Sergeant Richie. With that vehicle that sideswiped us, because I was driving that Vic, typically what I was trying to do is turn basically the same direction we were going. My thought was not to let it cut our lines and just try to come into it and end up hitting them. Is that typically what we do, or am I supposed to kind of stop in that situation? I mean, I called it up when it happened, but that was kind of wasn't sure what to do there.
It's a catch-22 because the Mark 19 was in the front. You couldn't throw a warning shot because 40 mics are not good warning shots in the best way if you don't have distance. You hitting the vehicle was the gents of you being nice. Our fucking shit is forced. So just ruined his day. He now has to buy a whole new fucking wheel block. So fuck him. But the fact is, you did it right by hitting that fucking vehicle. In the future, I'm thinking that we're not going to put the Mark 19 in the front for these simple reasons, because this can happen and you guys can't properly send warning shots through civilian areas like this. So this is a lesson learned for a platoon HQ level.
Thank you, Sergeant. Going back to that could happen to anybody, because we were actually the last Vic that happened to us. It cut the middle of our convoy.
Solid. All right, let's go and keep this going here. Corporal Boy.
Thanks, Sergeant. Yeah, just a quick note. It wasn't really a huge deal, but just a reminder for people inside the MRAP sitting in the back that using third person is nice, but just remember that there's no windows, so try to avoid giving contact reports using your third person. That's all. Thanks, sir.
Copy. Great point. Sergeant Munson.
Sergeant Ritchie, I just want to make a quick comment about double AT shots, because if anybody should know not to do it, it would be 3-4. And they made a double hit on a smoking tank with their maws for no real apparent reason.
Fired one.
Yeah,
After it
that
was already hit.
Yeah, that order came from Platoon HQ. I think just 3-4 didn't make that decision on it. That was still coming at us. So in that situation, yeah, don't worry about that. That was totally from HQ. 3-4 just followed orders. All right.
Oh, somebody out.
Any other personnel that I can see? Sergeant Alfred.
Thank you, Sergeant. That last Vic that kind of like tore through the convoy, I think the issue there, it was us that was in front, was we were unsure whether we were to fire a warning shot with the MAR-19. We weren't in civilian areas, but we were just afraid of blowing it up or, getting it too close to where it would kill the civilian.
All right, so make this clear. If you're cross country in it and the civilian vehicle's coming down the road and he's dumb enough to try to play chicken with our fucking Vics, shoot that Mark 19 near his fucking ass, and he doesn't stop, you do what you got to do with it. But that's the number one fact. Motherfuckers are not to punch our lines at all. Sergeant Lurie.
Thanks, Sergeant. Actually, just now remembered. When the convoy initially set out, I wanted to put one of my ARs out of the hatch in the back of one of the trucks, and I was denied by you, Sergeant, and I would just like to ask, why can't I put my AR out the back hatch?
No sense. We were not taking contact. There was no sense of it. It is more sectors, but we have all the sectors covered by the gunners, so there's really no need for a turnout. We usually do a turnout if we're walking the rails in that situation. We've done turnouts on other situations, but we hardly just do it just for them to cruise outside and just having their weapons pointed out in that situation. So not really always needed just to turn out because it's turnout. Does that answer your question, Sergeant?
Not really.
All right, Sergeant Alfred.
I'm not gonna touch on it any longer.
All right, Sergeant Alfred.
Thank you, Sergeant. Sorry for the comment again. Another thing, I know 3-3 had to switch vehicles with, I'm not really remember what squad it was. Yeah, just know there is a repair kit in the vehicle, so if you come up with an issue where your turret's not spinning, it's most likely you need to grab that repair kit and ACE interact with the vehicle to repair it. That's all 3-3 had to do to get it operational again.
Solid copy. All right, so 3-1, you know that in the future, if it's something like that on any of those squads, just repair kit.
Yeah, toolkit, repair kit, same thing.
Whatever. All right, so I guess that is all. All right, gentlemen, the captain has asked us for some assistance, but on his channel for promotion. So Captain Soto's channel down in 74th. Everyone go ahead and jump down there. I'm gonna spam the fuck out of his shit. Captain, as requested.
Thank you, Sergeant Ritchie.
Goddamn minigame.
I don't think anyone is going to see that message from... Oh, no, we got a couple coming down. Alright, this looks like most of Havoc 3.
I like where this is going.
Excellent. The man of the hour is here. Attention orders. Headquarters 506 Infantry Regiment Realism Unit, dated 10th of February 2018. Headquarters of the 506 Infantry Regiment Realism Unit has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Sam Brownlee. In view of these qualities and his demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, he is therefore promoted to the rank of First Lieutenant, with the date of rank being the 4th of February 2018, by order of the headquarters of the 506 Infantry Regiment Realism Unit. Gentlemen, please welcome the latest member of the Flying Tigers, who is now ranked Capt. First Lieutenant Sam the Speedbird Brownlee.
Congrats.
Congrats. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen and woman.
I don't get to do very many promotions, so of course I'm going to drag everyone down here and put on the whole show. So thank you all for attending this this very brief ceremony for our latest Flying Tiger on the way up. Please enjoy your evenings.
Captain, can I get that promotion type when I get promoted again?
No, you can't.
Oh, that
I
hurts.
didn't know Captain Soto made morale officer in HQ.
Right.
3-1 my channel.
Thank you.
Alright, well that's going to wrap it up for the video. Just going to do our squad debrief, which generally just mostly us bullshitting, but I will see you guys on the next one.